The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And that game against the Wizards, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, D.A. Thank you. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off-season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Vonleh and Towns, the duo inside. Culver and Covington at the 2 and the 3. And it's Teague in at the point. And looking at the Nets, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Jared Allen is out there with Jordan. And it's Irving at the 1.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
That one goes. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Irving against T. Kicks it out to Covington from downtown.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
LeVert finds Irving. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Teague the pass to Culver. Now Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any other.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. You know, it's easy to see why, Greg, Covington has been named to first-team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
Puts it up from 17. It's a hand on it, and it's Towns on the follow.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
For 3, and that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. KD's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Teague against Irving. And Teague, here we go. That one drops for him.
You know, Kevin, doesn't it seem in today's NBA, every point guard has a floater, and Jeff Teague is no exception.
It's LeVert on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Durant finds Irving. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Covington. Now here's Culver. LeVert defending. Ring shot on the way. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The feed now to Vonleh. Culver with it. Pass to Towns. 5 to shoot. Culver with it. Guarded now by Irving. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Durant dishes to Irving. Back to KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for KD.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Pass to Vonleh. Dishes to T. Stolen by Allen. Outside Irving. And it's Jordan to top the key. Back to Irving. Jeff Teague with the rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Rebounded by the Nets.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish, always had his head up, looking for the open man. Teague against Irving. Shot clock at 5. Culver passes to Towns, and it's good, 2 points. Towns has got his second basket of the game. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
Teague feeling it out a bit. The pass to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Vonleh hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Allen kicks to KD. Kept alive. The shot that time, not on target. Minnesota shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Outside Teague. The kick out to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Irving against Covington. Outside Teague. Dish now to Covington. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. The Nets go the other way with it. It's Jordan on the wing. Shoots over Towns. And the Nets miss again. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's Covington on the wing. Guarded by KD. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Brooklyn making some changes. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Noah Vonleh. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Culver. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Jeff Teague. Bell is checked in for Minnesota. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Outside Covington. And here's Napier. Pass to Jang. On the clock. Up again. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Napier passes to Bell. In the corner, it's Jang. Pass to Napier. Takes a 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game.
One of the things I love about the Brooklyn Nets is the culture that's being created with this franchise. They are punching above their weight. There's no quit in this team. There is so much to like. I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Jang. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year. Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw, good from Jang. And Doris, you talk about the resilience of this Nets team. How about their 25-point fourth-quarter comeback last season against Sacramento?
Kev, they become only the 4th team to overcome that big a deficit in the shot clock era. This Nets team is not invincible, but I promise you they're going to make you work for every single thing you get.
And Jang drops them both. Brooklyn trailing. Now, Dinwiddie still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris against Wiggins. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. No good on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's stolen by Harris. It's 2-on-1. And Covington sends it back. They retain possession. Clobbered on the shot. He'll shoot free throws.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
No question. Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
The first free throw is good.
Well, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
Napier. Here's Jang, and it's blocked. Chandler attacking. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 3. And the Wolves, Doris, one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Chandler, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Now, this is, to me, where Zhang is really starting to improve, making moves inside that force the defender's hand.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw, good from Jang.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Harris outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Covington finds Jang over Harris. Jang, no luck. Brooklyn's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Now here's Chandler. Dinwiddie outside. Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie is very capable from deep. Don't let him get hot now.
Napier passes to Wiggins. He feeds it to Covington. Pass to Napier. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets out in front, leading by just 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Wiggins and Covington fill the wing. Zhang is out there with Bell, and it's Napier in at the point guard. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. No good on that one. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Chandler, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Chandler against Wiggins. Dinwiddie outside. Out to Chandler. Puts up a three. No good there. And Minnesota now the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Napier feeling it out a bit. Poke loose. Zhang finds Covington. Launches a three. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Well, Gorgui Zhang as a big man is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Napier covering. Bell against Harris. Here's Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wiggins against Dinwiddie. Wiggins passes to Bell. Back to Wiggins. Now the pass to Covington. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bell against Harris. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. It's not going to go for him. Wiggins with some nice D. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. They're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Sunday, they'll head back home to host the Miami Heat.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
I think one thing you have to love about the Timberwolves, their aggression on the offensive end. This is a team that has been top 10 in free throw attempts over the last 8 years. And when they get to the line, they do convert.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Jonas Jerebko. Karis LeVert's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Joe Harris. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Jack. Vonleh comes in for Bell. Culver's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Teague in for Shabazz Napier. Feeds to Wiggins. Outside, Towns. Passes to Culver. Puts up a three. And Irving pulls it down. Brooklyn leading by 3. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Dinwiddie. How he did last season. Averaged 17 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Culver with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Nets leading by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. Cans it from downtown.
Boy, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a great job getting on balance and with his touch, off the dribble, easy work.
And here's Culver. Some solid defense there from KD. LeVert with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wiggins, and it's blocked.
Denied by Dinwiddie at 6'6". He can send it back.
Irving with the bounce pass. Allen dishes to Irving. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Culver passes to Vonleh. Trying to get something going. Rebound, Brooklyn. Dinwiddie outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Doris, at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
And the first one drops.
What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
So he gets them both. And Doris, you talk about Dinwiddie's book smarts. His parents wanted him to attend Harvard.
Yeah, he chose instead, Kevin, to attend the University of Colorado, believing the Pac-12 would be a better stepping stone to the NBA. And think about it, even now, this guy not shy about challenging authority. He will keep his coaches on their toes.
Minnesota calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. Good season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Towns against Allen. Towns kicks to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Timberwolves trail by 8. That's tipped. They need this. The shot by Vonleh, no good.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's KD. That misses off the backboard. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Irving against T. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, that's just great body control from Teague on display. He's so good at anticipating the contact and going up into it.
First trip to the line for him here. Knocks down the first one. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Irving for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you know you're going to see some great ball handling when Kyrie is on the floor. Nice finish.
Culver passes to Towns. Pass to Culver. Beyond the arc. And Irving pulls it down. Irving's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Irving. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now T. He has 6. Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Allen trying to break free. Irving misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. Wiggins surveying the floor. Outside Teague. Knocks it loose. Stolen by LeVert. Lobbed up there for Allen. Towns with the steal. Lets a floater go. A nice shot by Culver.
Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5. They get it again, and it's denied. And he gets it back, and he's able to get it back.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished two-way player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing.
And you think about the Wolves' history. KG clearly their best player, but Big Cat has a chance to reach that level someday.
He does, Greg, and I think we always look through KG's legacy being defined by passion, commitment, and leadership. That was as important as his basketball skill. Karl Anthony Towns is similarly talented, right? I think the key is he just needs to find consistency. That's the last step.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Well, Doris, you knew that his free agency would be one of the biggest stories of the summer. Everyone tried their best to land Kevin Durant.
And even considering the injury, anyone would be willing and able to take Kevin Durant on their roster. Why? Because when he's healthy, you become an immediate contender.
That's good from Durant. Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
For Minnesota, they had made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Teague. And Doris, for Jeff Teague, he's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball. He's got great vision, he cut down on his turnovers, and therefore his assist numbers increased.
Harris has checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. Teague bounce pass. Towns against Allen. Yep, it counts. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Here's LeVert. And the rejection by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 6. The pass to Vonleh. Shoots over LeVert. And Vonleh with the basket on the assist by Teague. Vonleh's got his second bucket tonight.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Passes it to LeVert. Inside. KD with the bucket. Durant's got 12.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's Vonleh. Kicks it to Teague. 6 to shoot. Back to Vonleh. Towns trying to get open. The shot by Vonleh no good. Brooklyn leading by 6. To the middle, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. Great showing for him last season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Irving from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Poked away. Culver kicks to Teague. Pass to Vonleh. And it's sent back by Irving.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Durant with it. On the wing, Irving. No good on the triple. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
We'll see if he can keep it going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shaquille. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, KD just has that instinct for scoring. It's just how he's built. Look at the first half. He was aggressive, made tough shots. Very difficult to scheme against because he's usually one step ahead of you.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nets leading by 7. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Allen is out there with Durant, and it's Jordan in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And the rejection by Towns. Covington against Irving. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A shot by Vonleh, good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight. Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Durant, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, Covington. He dishes it to Culver. Cut the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Free throw drop for Culver.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Garrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Here's Covington. Timberwolves keep it alive. Hands out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. DeAndre Jordan, 3rd.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Nets leading by 4. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move out the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Towns, the pass to Culver. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws come up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about the attitude Culver's playing with right now, doing his best to make things happen on that drive.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he can't get the first one.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are two of the historically dilapidated teams, no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Here's LeVert, and the Nets miss again.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Here's Culver, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you.
Free throw, no good.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
Minnesota making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves, only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally.
Durant against Covington, and stolen by Jordan. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Irving finds LeVert. Good, and it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a pretty move, and that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
Towns. There's the pass to Culver. Outside Teague takes the 3. Rebounded by the net. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. KD kicks to Irving. Passes it to LeVert. Back Irving. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Here's Towns. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Irving surveying the floor. Looking to end his cold spell. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. That one is on Towns.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
And he makes the first. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, you know, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
He misses the free throw.
What a terrific story Robert Covington is. Gets undrafted out of college, goes to the G League and becomes an MVP, and now one of the very best defenders in the NBA. Truly an incredible journey.
So he can't get either to fall.
Well, you think about Robert Covington's evolution since entering the NBA. When he started his career in Philadelphia, he got on the floor because of his defensive versatility. But credit this young man's work ethic because he put a ton of time in to become a respectable shooter.
It's Covington on the wing. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And with Covington, he really has catapulted himself into one of the elite wing defenders, Doris, in the NBA.
And consider after he was traded, he took more of a leadership role because he was the best defender on the roster. And you know this, wherever he has gone, Robert Covington has made a huge difference on the defensive end of the floor.
Got a piece of it. Outside Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Now, here's Napier. He's guarded closely. Covington inside the line, and that one's on target from the wing. Covington's got 7 points. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Outside Irving. On the 3 off target. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here's Napier. Got a piece of it. Now Chandler. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Napier. Pass to Bell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Culver. He hits the second from the line.
And to me, guys, there will always be a place in the NBA for an athlete of Jordan Bell's ilk, right? Some people were very surprised that he fell to the second round.
Here's Harris, and the rejection by Jang. On the wing, Wiggins, defended by Jerebko.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, leading by 5. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Shoots it. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's his first foul. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 10. The pass to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Covington. Chandler, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins as his development has seemed to plateau.
And with all due respect to Wiggins, it would be worth worrying about if you're a Timberwolves fan. Wiggins has taken a step backwards, I feel, the last few years in his scoring and seemingly has lost the edge to his game that made him such a promising young star.
The first one falls. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
And stolen by Wiggins. He's got a clear path. A finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Anticipation by Wiggins jump starts the fast break, and you'd think with his athleticism he'd pick up some more of these.
Harris finds Jordan. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Napier. Pass to Bell. Trying to get open as Jang goes back up. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
A three-pointer, Wiggins.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Good on the three-point shot. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Napier up top. Dinwiddie covering. It's stolen by Jerebko. Harris outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. On the free throw, no good. And at 6'6", Joe Harris has been asked to play a lot of minutes at that small forward position. Doris, do you think that's his natural spot?
Well, I think he's gotten pretty good in terms of his strength, if not the length for the 3 spot. He's worked really hard defensively to get better and better. And offense, though, that's where he's going to make his money. He can make shots consistently.
Vonleh's shot is good.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And here's Chandler from the arc. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Napier with it. This one for 3. That shot missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here is Teague, and a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. And their forwards, Wiggins and Vonleh. Teague out there with Shabazz Napier. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Teague can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Nets leading by 11. Dinwiddie outside. Outside, KD. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down hard.
Oh, the ease with which he elevates Wiggins with a highlight move that time.
Dinwiddie against Teague. Dinwiddie outside. Great D that time from Teague. Timberwolves trail by 9. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Napier dishes to Vonleh. Just 5 on the clock. Napier with it. Guarded now by Durant. Count that one. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Timberwolves. Culver's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. KD's got 19 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Allen trying to break free. Durant. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. LeVert against Wiggins. Pass to Vonleh. Back to Wiggins. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harris looking it over. Kicks it out to Allen. Irving against T. Irving misses. Timberwolves trail by 7. Right side Teague. And there's the pass to Towns. Here's Wiggins. Bucket is good.
Well, you think the body up to Wiggins will throw him off. It doesn't help at all.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Passes to LeVert. Allen trying to break free. And the rejection by Towns. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Joe Harris. And Brooklyn has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Irving against Wiggins. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Irving.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And it's Towns missing. That's leading by 7. LeVert up top. Back to Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Teague's got the ball here for Minnesota. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Towns with the bucket.
Well, you want to see this from Karl Anthony Towns. He's got the size, the length, and the touch to take and make high-percentage shots.
Pass to LeVert. Outside Jordan. Now LeVert gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 10.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. He had played mistake-free basketball until that one, his first turnover of the night.
Nets leading by 10. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Culver, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
one is off.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
He's off on the second.
And the charity stripe once again proving to be the Achilles heel for him. His free throws have been way off the mark.
Allen, that's good. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
With some arc, Teague can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. On its way from Irving for 2. They get the rebound. Outside Durant. Back to Allen. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Wiggins. Culver with it. KD's on him. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Culver. Outside Irving. But they'll get another chance.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Now here's Wiggins. And it's sent back by Allen. Bobbed up there for KD.
Boy, there is an ease with which Kevin Durant plays the game. This guy knows I can score from anywhere right now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Nets. KD's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low. Back to LeVert. Doubled by Culver. Nets passing it around. Jordan against Teague. No good from Jordan. Timberwolves trail by 12. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. It's LeVert on the wing. Over Wiggins. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 5 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the pass to Towns. Back to Teague. Passes it to Vonleh. Culver with it. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Culver's got 10 points here in the second half.
And looking good there from distance. Culver fundamentally sound with his jumper.
That goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Towns. From deep. Here's Vonleh. The lead now in single digits.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Take it, Irving. Irving against Teague. Pass to Durant. And they pick up 2. Durant's got 23 points.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
Right side Teague. Some solid defense there from Irving.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Floats one. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Culver.
How about Teague showing tremendous vision on that pass? Quick at getting the ball to his teammates on time and on target.
Katie with it. Now defended by Vonleh. Tipped away. Bobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Teague against Irving. The pass to Vonleh. He kicks to Wiggins. Now Teague from past the arc. Allen with the rebound.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Irving passes to LeVert. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. LeVert against Wiggins. Good D by Jordan.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Outside Irving. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. With Kyrie Irving, it's early in the season, so what's the most important thing to getting off on the right foot?
Great days of practice, honestly, and being prepared. Always communicating and trusting each other. That's going to be the biggest word for us this year is trust. Like I said, consistency and trust.
We will see. It's a long season if you can get that done, Kyrie. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.